What the fuck TV?
Tsu Surf is home.
Tsu Surf is home. I was just listening to him talk. He's been very vocal since he's been out, expectantly so. You know what I mean? You know, we expected him to be very vocal about everything, and he's definitely ready to take the URL back. One thing about Surf is that he's really passionate about the URL. He's very loyal to them, as they have been to him. So it's a good kind of like I don't know, awakening for the battle rap community, which has been on a downward spiral, in my opinion, to the point where I don't even look for it anymore. But URL just put out the Nexus card. We're going to talk about that in a second, just briefly, because they just put out the trailer and the card for that. So we can do the battles and see if there's anything notable there. But yeah, big shout to Surf, man. Welcome home. I hope
3 years. 3 years in prison. Am I understanding this correctly?
No, sounds about right.
Wow.
If you look at battle rap, it's been dying for 3 years, bro.
Yeah. So big shout
now,
to Surf.
My question is, do you think Tsu Surf is going to be able to take battle rap, put it on his back, and move forward?
I mean, look, Surf is a real smart cat, man, and he's been able to align himself with the people who are running the show, which is URL Beasley, and then he partnered up with arguably the most consistent battle rapper in the last 25 years, which is Tay Roc. He's been able to align himself with that dude, which gave him a boost in his career, because there was times that, you know, Surf was not that dude. He was choking a lot. You know, he was not, you know, in my opinion, Surf has choked his entire career damn near. But he's been able to position himself intelligently in the culture. Is he going to put it on his back? I mean, who else? I mean, the other person that has it on their back, the other person that's been carrying the culture is his partner, which is Tay Roc. So definitely going to feed off that energy. There are some battles that need to go down. There's some definitely possible rematches since the culture has been open to rematches. There's some rematches he could take. Like I said, he could definitely breathe some life back into the culture for sure. And it'll be interesting to see. At the end of the day, we're just going to have to see what happens.
Do you mind if I interject real quick? And I'm curious about your thoughts. Do you think that being away from the battle scene for 3 years could possibly affect a man's skill level with today's battle rappers?
If he was chilling at a resort for the last 3 years, swimming and drinking margaritas, then yes. But the man was incarcerated. I think at the end of the day, when you're incarcerated and you MC or you write, that's all the time in the world to do that, right? I mean, it's not. Yeah. You know, I've never been to prison, thank God. And but I would imagine with all of that solidarity, all of that isolation, ideas could only flow, you know. So I don't think, as far as the skill set, I don't think it's gonna affect him in any way. People are. I'm sure we're all that. I'm sorry. I'm sure we're all eager to see what he has going on.
Well, my view on it is he might come out, you know, rapping like Loaded Lux, because some people go to prison and then they start studying. You know what I mean? They don't want to say it to the public, but you know, he probably became a lawyer up in there. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I think with all that time on his hands, I think he is gonna come out with some fire stuff if he does battle.